Bible Stories with Lumina, The Choice of Peace and the Promised Land. Hello there, explorers. I'm Lumina, your guide through the wonders of the Bible. Today, we are traveling back to a time of dusty roads and golden sunsets. Our friend Abram and his nephew Lot were leaving the land of Egypt. They weren't traveling light, though. They had been blessed with so much silver, gold, and huge herds of animals that stretched as far as the eye could see. Abram and Lot were like a great big moving city. Everywhere they went, the sound of ba and moo followed them. Lot had his own massive flocks and many tents too. It was wonderful to be so successful, but having so many animals meant they needed a lot of grass to eat and plenty of water to drink. Finally, they reached the place where Abram had stayed before, near a town called Bethel. Abram found the altar he had built there a long time ago. He took a deep breath of the fresh mountain air and thanked God for keeping them safe on their journey. It's always good to stop and remember how much God has done for us, isn't it? But soon, there was trouble in paradise. Because there were so many sheep and goats in one place, the grass began to run out. The men who looked after Abram's animals, like Zohar, started arguing with Lot's herdsmen, like Etan. "This is our well," one would shout. "No, we got here first," the other would yell back. Abram watched the bickering and felt a sadness in his heart. He knew that family should be a place of peace, not fighting. He called Lot over for a serious talk. "Lot," he said kindly, "we are relatives. There shouldn't be any fighting between us or between our workers. The whole land is before us." Abram decided to do something very brave and unselfish. Even though he was the older one and had the right to choose first, he let Lot pick where he wanted to go. "If you go to the left, I'll go to the right," Abram proposed. "If you go to the right, I'll go to the left." He trusted that God would take care of him no matter what. Lot looked out toward the east. He saw the Jordan Valley, and his eyes widened. It was beautiful. It was lush and green, with sparkling water everywhere, just like a garden. But there was a catch. It was near the city of Sodom, a place where people didn't follow God's ways. Lot didn't think about that. He only saw the riches. Lot chose the best-looking land for himself and packed up all his tents and animals. He headed off toward the green valley, leaving Abram behind in the rocky land of Canaan. It was a big goodbye. Abram watched his nephew go, but he didn't feel bitter or angry. He had chosen peace over being right. After Lot was gone, the Lord spoke to Abram. "Lift up your eyes," God said. "Look north, south, east, and west. Everything you see, I will give to you and your children's children forever." God promised that Abram's family would be as many as the dust on the ground. Too many to count. Abram moved his tent to the great trees of Mamre at Hebron. He was happy and content because he knew he was right where God wanted him to be. He built another altar there to show God how much he loved him. Abram learned that when you choose peace and trust God, he always provides more than you could ever imagine. What a choice Abram made. Sometimes it's hard to let someone else go first or take the better thing, but being a peacemaker is always the best path. When we trust God with our future, we don't have to worry about missing out. He has big plans for you, just like he did for Abram. See you in the next chapter of the Bible.